Oh, well, this is a new setup. You think that you're the man. I think therefore I am. Get downstairs. What? I think I might have to break my radiator. Oh my god. You guys aren't ready for this one. I hate it. Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So, I'm on my floor. I think I might have to break my radiator. Oh my god. I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that noise. It's fine. So yeah, I'm sat on my floor in my dressing room. Where I normally film is actually just on this table here. But I thought, you know what, I always see these videos of people doing this and I want to get cozy, and I like sitting on the floor. I'm one of those weird people that find comfort in the floor because you cannot fall if you're already on the floor. And I'm going to be drinking a bottle of Baileys. Well, I say bottle. There's quite a lot left. And it has got a bubble on it because it was Christmassy. I should take this off. Yeah, my mum got me this in my Christmas, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve box. So yeah, I just thought, cozy video. It is a Tuesday evening, but I don't start work again till Thursday, so I can get a bit tipsy and it won't matter. So I got my Baileys cup, which my friend Katie got me for my birthday, so thank you very much, Katie. And yeah, so for today's video, I'm basically going to be giving my unpopular opinions. Well, I think they might be unpopular to some people because I'm very opinionated. Yes, I'm very opinionated. If you didn't know or you didn't gather that from my videos, I have a lot to say, and once I've had a little bit of alcohol, I don't know if you can hear George playing Xbox. Ignore him if you can. So yeah, I'm going to pour myself, oh god, it's a lot of Baileys, and yeah, let's just get on with the video. If you could see my setup right now, I've got my tripod and my camera resting on a bar stool, and I've got the lighting, which is down here, which probably should be like, but I can't hold it. Can I? No, because it's in front of the camera. It's like this mirror. This is what I'm using as my lighting at the moment. But like I said, we move. Rock with it, just rock with it, yeah. Let's just start reading. It's 7 o'clock on a Tuesday evening. I'm sat on my dressing room floor drinking a glass of Baileys. But do you know what? It's lockdown 3.0, baby. So here we go. Where are my notes? I wrote down quite a few. My first one, which I actually have seen floating around the internet quite a lot anyway, and I have heard it from a lot of people, is that Beyonce is overrated. Don't get me wrong, I know she can sing, I know she's amazing. I'm not saying she's a bad singer, I'm not saying her songs aren't amazing, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is everyone's like, oh my god, Queen Bee, yes, Beyonce. I'm just like, guys, come on. Like, there are so many other talented singers that I think deserve the same, not respect, or maybe respect, but like the same awe from people. Kelly Clarkson. You were to say to someone, what's Kelly Clarkson's song? Not many people would know, but she's got lungs. And Demi Lovato also has a set of pipes on her, let me tell you. And Christina Aguilera. But no one's like, yes, Queen Christina. No, it's always Queen Bee, Beyonce, Slay Bee. I'm just like, it's a bit cringy. I just think she's a bit overrated. I'm not taking away that she's talented, she's a good singer. I like her songs, I like her music, she's a good performer, but I think people big her up too much, you know what I mean? And also, I feel like if you took her out for dinner or had an night out, that she'd be boring as f***. Like, I don't think she'd be a fun night out. Do you know who would be a fun night out? Adele. Adele, Jennifer Lawrence, Emma Stone, and Will Smith. That would be a great night out. I also think that most conspiracy theories are real. And whoa, I'm really like magnetized down there, sorry. Why do I feel like I'm drunk? I've literally had one sip of Baileys and I'm like, whoa. I am a massive big believer in conspiracy theories. Don't hate me. I feel like aliens are real. I feel like mythical creatures are real. I believe in crystals. I believe in a higher being. I believe in so many things. There are a couple of conspiracy theories that I will not name on YouTube that I think are real because they're a bit touchy for some people. Let's just say, without saying, I feel like the American government have a lot to do with things that go wrong in the world that they try to cover up. Along with the royal family. If you've seen The Crown, you will probably relate to me on that one too. Avocados are the most disgusting thing, I was gonna say you could put in your mouth, but they are just disgusting. They don't smell of anything, in all fairness, but the texture and the taste and No, I'm not a fan. I really wish I liked them because I know they're really good for you. They're like a good fat. I don't even know you can get good fats, but they're meant to be good fats and they're so good, but I can't. I would love to be one of those girls that are like,
I'm just gonna have some avocado on toast with like a poached egg and a black coffee.
No, give me a fry up, give me a coffee with loads of milk. Balenciaga shoes are ugly. They look like moon boots. I'm sorry. It's just because they're designer shoes that people are giving into the hype and they cost a ridiculous amount of money. I ain't paying that much for shoes. Like, if Primark had come out with these shoes first and they weren't designer and literally it was in Primark that was selling them, or Shoe Zone, let's go to Shoe Zone instead. Do you really think you'd see people rocking up in Shoe Zone Balenciagas? No! It's just the label. People are absolute label. I can't say that word on the internet. But people give into it just because it's a designer. And I don't like that. I don't think they're nice. Along with that, same line, I don't like platform trainers. Is that what it's called? Like the feeler, chunky trainers. I'm not about that life. I'm saying this. I bet you I'm gonna get some in summer and then I'll be wearing them and everyone will be like, oh. Yeah, so don't like Balenciagas, don't like platform trainers, avocados are disgusting, and Beyonce's overrated. Cheers. No, I'm joking, there's so much more to get into. Okay, there is a brand, I will not say the name of it, but there's a brand whose clothes I think are basic, overrated, and it's a really highly popular brand online. I wonder if you can guess. If you can guess what it is, let me know in the comments below. But there is a brand who I don't like. Some of their clothes, let me backtrack for a second. Some of their clothes I have seen and I have got a couple of things from their website because I have to like dig deep to find stuff that I like. And usually I'll go to somewhere like Miss Selfridge or Misguided for clothes like that, and if I can't find them on there if they're too expensive, then it's like kind of a last resort. I need a drink for this one. You guys aren't ready for this one. Wow. Some of the things that Katie Hopkins and Piers Morgan say, I agree with. If you don't know who they are, if you are not English or you just are in England and you just haven't ever seen the news ever, they're both really opinionated people. Now don't get me wrong, some of the things that they have said, I'm just like, why would you say that? Wrong time to say that, wrong place to say that, said it in the wrong way or whatever. But there have been some instances where I've been watching either Good Morning Britain with Piers or I've seen Katie Hopkins on Twitter and everyone's like coming for them and I'm just like, low-key sat there quietly like, I actually kind of agree with what they're saying. And also, they aren't afraid to voice their opinions. That like to them, this isn't an unpopular opinion, it's just their opinion. And I don't like the fact that they think their opinion is final because I'm not about that life. Like, you know, you should be open to agreeing with everybody and or see where they're coming from at least. But they don't do that. Their opinion is final. They see black and white, they don't see grey. Whereas I see a spectrum of colours. I have no idea what I'm chatting about. Does that make any sense whatsoever? But yeah, I do agree with some things they say with. And they're not afraid to hold back. If everyone said how they were feeling, the world would be a very different place. There have been so many YouTubers that like, do you know when they do say it or shot it and they're like, what YouTuber do you have beef with? Oh, I'm not gonna drink. Or how much do you have in your bank account? Oh, I'm gonna drink. You know what I mean? Like, if they just voice their opinions on things, I think their audience would gain a much more respect for them. Okay, this one I feel like may get me hate and may lose me some subscribers, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. All of Ariana Grande's songs sound the same and I cannot understand what she's saying half of them. And I actually was not the only person that said this. I was watching an Anastasia Kingsnorth video and she said that she had to Google the lyrics to understand what she was saying. You do, cause they all sound like that and she fumbles her words and you don't know what she's saying, but she's acting like this and it's how she talks and you know what I'm saying. They all sound the same. They all sound the same. Like, honestly, like, it's so annoying. She's a good singer and I like her songs. Same with Beyonce. Like, I really like Ariana Grande songs, to be fair, not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm saying on this, but they all do sound the same. And I cannot understand what she's... I was like listening to the radio the other day and my first song, what song was it? I can't remember what song it was, but I was listening to it and I was like, do you know when you're like humming along and you're like, what the fuck is she actually saying? Harry Styles isn't good looking. Sorry. Don't think he's good looking. Fair play, he wants to wear a dress. Don't care about that. Wear a dress, wear a kilt, wear whatever you want to wear. Do what makes you happy. I have no issue about that whatsoever. But I just never found him good looking. I always thought he looked a bit like an elf or like a cherub. Like in One Direction, when they first come around X Factor, I remember my friend Megan loved Harry and like had posters on her wall, and I was always a Zayn fan. I was always a Zayn fan. No one really liked Louis or Niall or Liam, let's be honest. It was always Harry or Zayn. Yeah, everyone was like, oh my god, Harry Styles is absolutely so good looking. I just never saw it. Never saw the appeal. I love Harry Styles' music. His music I can get on board with. And I love the fact he just doesn't care and he wears what he wants to wear. All about that too. But looks wise, he just doesn't do it for me. He's also very funny. I've seen many interviews with him and he makes me laugh, but I just don't think he's that appealing to the eye. TikTok dances are the cringiest things I have ever seen. I love TikTok, I love the app, don't get me wrong, but you know, like the more you interact with things, I don't know if this is correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the more you interact with videos and like, comment, share, whatever, is what you see on your For You page more. Is that correct? Because I don't really see many dances on there anymore because I don't like dances. My TikTok For You page is animals, obviously mainly dogs, food, of course, crime, beauty, and there's some funny ones like fails and stuff. Like I find that shit funny, and music and like covers and stuff, or like education. But I don't find the dances that some of the people are talented, don't get me wrong, but like I just find them a bit cringe when I'm seeing people my age doing the dances. I'm just like, oh god. Or when they're like miming. Okay, no, I take it all back. Miming is the worst. Like when they're miming to things. And I know people are gonna be like, but you've done TikTok dances before, but they've been for videos. Like I've done TikTok dances in the day of lives of people. What? I've done TikTok dances in my YouTube videos purely for YouTube, not because I've done them on TikTok. Like if you go on my TikTok, I have 2 videos on there. One's jellyfish from an aquarium and one is Arlo. I have 2. I do want to get into TikTok more, but I don't want to do, like I said, I don't want to do cringy dances because the guys on TikTok make me cringe as well. When they're lifting their shirts and they're like, I'm like, oh, no thank you. But yeah, I find TikTok dances extremely cringy. The White Company is the most overpriced company for the most basic items. Now, you might be thinking, oh, but do you like the White Company? I like their candles because their candles smell nice, especially Seychelles. I love that candle. And the only thing I will spend money on in there is like the room mists, the body lotions and the candles. And I'll get like the cheapest one. I'll probably wait till they go on sale. But like their bed, do you know what? Let's prove a point. White Company, let's just go for bedding for example, because you know what, I get my duvet covers from Primark, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, they have a sale on, but their sale would still be like £100 or something. Oh my god. Right, I don't think they even have the duvet set that I even want anymore. Oh, they do, okay. Oh, okay, it's £50. Oh, that's a single. I've got a king size bed. Yeah, okay, now we're getting into it. So a double row cord duvet cover, which is the one I want, just for a double. By the way, my bed is a king size, like I just said, so that would cost more. It was £220, it's now 110. And I'm sorry, but that is just freaking ridiculous. One of them is £300, like it's a freaking duvet cover and it's white with a black line. What? How can they justify that? I just don't understand. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I was earning like thousands and thousands and thousands, that would be nothing to me. Because like £100 to somebody who's like a millionaire is like 10p to the average worker. I feel like that's the best metaphor I think I've ever used. But do you know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous. So I think it's overpriced for what it is. And the only things I would ever buy from there, until I'm mega rich, is candles and maybe their body lotions. I literally have 1 candle from there and it was a gift. I didn't even buy it myself. I went in there at Christmas time with George and we walked in, looked around and walked straight back out. Did we buy anything? Hell no. The whole boys bringing the mullet back, you know, the business in the front, party in the back, that needs to go. That needs to go back to the 80s and stay there. The only person, and I mean the only person, that can pull off a mullet is Crystal Method from Drag Race. Everyone else just doesn't compare. I don't like it. It needs to stop. I'm not a fan. Let's just leave that in the 80s. You know how some things are just meant to stay in their decade? Like neon leg warmers, we're not going to bring those back. Remember the tutu neon tutus? They're not going to come back. Mullets need to stay back, please. The trend of people having 2 strips of hair like this dyed a completely different colour to their hair needs to end. I hate it. Like when people have like jet black hair and then 2 bright blonde strips. Why? You look fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie, I love Billie Eilish, but her hair, the fact it's like bright green and then black. What? what? I'm not a fan of the two strips. I love having 2 strips down, don't get me wrong. And if you're doing like balayage or like dip dye in your hair, whatever, if you've got a bit of highlights, that's fair enough. But having literally like 2 block colours, I am not about that life. The jumpers that are really in trend at the moment, where it's just literally like sleeves and up here like your whole chest and stuff, you have to wear like another top underneath, are the most stupid fashion design I have ever seen. You will not be catching me in that. I think it's fucking stupid. I'm not a fan. I just don't like it. This is so good. I hate when YouTubers purposely film like say or short it videos or assumption videos or I don't know, confession videos, and then in the thumbnail they'll put like how much I earn or you just get along with, and all the questions that will be in their thumbnail they do not answer. They'll shut it or they'll avoid it. They'll be like, I'm not answering that question, I'm really sorry, but I just don't agree with answering that question, it's a private matter. I hate that so much. Like, it's so clickbaity, and I feel like if you're doing clickbait and you're older than the age of like 16, get in the bin. Just get in the bin. Your thumbnail should be what you're doing. And I get you need a clickbait sometimes to like entice people in because the first thing they see and blah 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 blah. But I think it's my age, like I'm so into nice simple clean looking thumbnails now. I'm having a bit of a revamp and a bit of a rechange in my whole entire life. I think I'm going through a quarter life crisis. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going through something. But like I'm having a whole revamp at the moment of my channel. If you haven't noticed, my new intro and my outro and my channel banner has all changed. And I like the whole clean cut thumbnails. Like Emily Cannon does really nice clean simple ones. Who else? Ellie Darby and Karis. I used to kind of want to have my thumbnails like Anastasia, Kings North, but then they're a bit too busy for me. And I think, look, not childish, but they're not my age group that I'm reaching for at the moment. So yeah, I also think, this is my last one I'll be ending on. I think that if you are, I'm just put myself some more of this. Give me a second. Wow. Oh yes. Yeah, I don't think people should be allowed to have a YouTube channel until they're 18 years old. So I don't agree with like kiddie channels and stuff. And the reason being for that is I know that their parents probably monitor it or they have like a manager or whatever, but that's still a child putting themselves on the internet and you don't know who's watching those videos, you know, like obviously it's bad at any age because, well, you know, the world is a big old dark scary place and so is the internet, and you don't know who's watching you, you don't know what they're doing with that content, and it's a bit odd that I think some parents and adults and whoever, like their guardian, will be fine with letting like a 6-year-old or 7-year-old have their YouTube channel. If I was in that scenario, what I would do is I would have the channel myself and then be in the video with the child. So it's like a mother and daughter thing, or like a mother and nephew, or mother and grandson even. But I wouldn't ever let my child have their own YouTube channel until they're old enough and they're mature enough. But then I think of that and I'm like, YouTubers that I watch now, like Saffron Barker, she started her channel really young, and if that was the case now, and she only started when she was 18, would her channel be as successful as it is now? Then you've got to think, what kind of people were watching her videos when she was 14? I know a lot of obviously young girls were really watching it, but who else? I'm just telling the truth. You don't know who's watching it because you don't know who's on the other side of this camera. But yeah, that was it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Do you agree with some of my opinions? Do you disagree with some of my opinions? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also follow some of my socials because I want to get to do some like videos on there and like get you guys involved a little bit more. And I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or week or evening or month, whatever, whenever time you're watching this. I hope you're having a great time, and I will see you guys soon for a brand new video. Bye.